Share free AWS Certified Machine Learning, Specialty, MLS-C01, Real questions for preparation. 1. A machine learning specialist is working with multiple data sources containing billions of records that need to be joined. What feature engineering and model development approach should the specialist take with a dataset this large? A. Use an Amazon SageMaker notebook for both feature engineering and model development. B. Use an Amazon SageMaker notebook for feature engineering and Amazon ML for model development. C. Use Amazon EMR for feature engineering and Amazon SageMaker SDK for model development. D. Use Amazon ML for both feature engineering and model development. Answer: C. 2. A machine learning specialist has completed a proof of concept for a company using a small data sample, and now the specialist is ready to implement an end-to-end solution in AWS using Amazon SageMaker. The historical training data is stored in Amazon RDS. Which approach should the specialist use for training a model using that data? A. Write a direct connection to the SQL database within the notebook and pull data in. B. Push the data from Microsoft SQL Server to Amazon S3 using an AWS data pipeline and provide the S3 location within the notebook. C. Move the data to Amazon DynamoDB and set up a connection to DynamoDB within the notebook to pull data in. D. Move the data to Amazon Elasticache using OSDMS and set up a connection within the notebook to pull data in for fast access. Answer: B. 3. Which of the following metrics should a machine learning specialist generally use to compare, evaluate machine learning classification models against each other? A. Recall. B. Misclassification rate. C. Mean absolute percentage error, MAPE. D. Area under the ROC curve, AUC. Answer: D. 4. A manufacturing company has structured and unstructured data stored in an Amazon S3 bucket. A machine learning specialist wants to use SQL to run queries on this data. Which solution requires the least effort to be able to query this data? A. Use AWS data pipeline to transform the data and Amazon RDS to run queries. B. Use AWS Glue to catalog the data and Amazon Athena to run queries. C. Use AWS Batch to run ETL on the data and Amazon Aurora to run the canes. D. Use AWS Lambda to transform the data and Amazon Kinesis Data Analytics to run queries. Answer: B. 5. A machine learning specialist is packaging a custom ResNet model into a Docker container so the company can leverage Amazon SageMaker for training. The specialist is using Amazon EC2 instances to train the model and needs to properly configure the Docker container to leverage the NVIDIA GPUs. What does the specialist need to do? 1. A. Bundle the NVIDIA drivers with the Docker image. B. Build the Docker container to be NVIDIA Docker compatible. C. Organize the Docker container's file structure to execute on GPU instances. D. Set the GPU flag in the Amazon SageMaker create training job request body. Answer: B. 6. A company is using Amazon Polly to translate plaintext documents to speech for automated company announcements. However, company acronyms are being mispronounced in the current documents. How should a machine learning specialist address this issue for future documents? A. Convert current documents to SSML with pronunciation tags. B. Create an appropriate pronunciation lexicon. C. Output speech marks to guide in pronunciation. D. Use Amazon Lex to pre-process the text files for pronunciation. Answer. B. 7. A machine learning specialist is building a prediction model for a large number of features using linear models, such as linear regression and logistic regression. During exploratory data analysis, the specialist observes that many features are highly correlated with each other. This may make the model unstable. What should be done to reduce the impact of having such a large number of features? A. Perform one-hot encoding on highly correlated features. B. Use matrix multiplication on highly correlated features. C. Create a new feature space using principal component analysis, PCA. D. Apply the Pearson correlation coefficient. Answer. C. 8. A machine learning specialist observes several performance problems with the training portion of a machine learning solution on Amazon SageMaker. The solution uses a large training dataset 2 terabytes in size and is using the SageMaker k-means algorithm. The observed issues include the unacceptable length of time it takes before the training job launches and poor I/O throughput while training the model. What should the specialist do to address the performance issues with the current solution? A. Use the SageMaker batch transform feature. B. Compress the training data into Apache Parquet format. C. Ensure that the input mode for the training job is set to pipe. D. Copy the training dataset to an Amazon EFS volume mounted on the SageMaker instance. Answer. C. 9. A machine learning specialist is preparing data for training on Amazon SageMaker. The specialist is transformed into a NumPy array, which appears to be negatively affecting the speed of the training. What should the specialist do to optimize the data for training on SageMaker? A. Use the SageMaker batch transform feature to transform the training data into a data frame. B. Use AWS Glue to compress the data into the Apache Parquet format. C. Transform the dataset into the Recordio protobuf format. D. Use the SageMaker hyperparameter optimization feature to automatically optimize the data. Answer. C. 10. A manufacturing company has structured and unstructured data stored in an Amazon S3 bucket. A machine learning specialist wants to use SQL to run queries on this data. Which solution requires the least effort to be able to query this data? A. Use AWS Data Pipeline to transform the data and Amazon RDS to run queries. B. Use AWS Glue to catalog the data and Amazon Athena to run queries. C. Use AWS Batch to run ETL on the data and Amazon Aurora to run the queries. D. Use AWS Lambda to transform the data and Amazon Kinesis Data Analytics to run queries. Answer. B.